How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Realm. Today we are diving back into Dexter New Blood with episode number 8. Last time, we continued to get a lot of exposition as far as everything goes. We found Angela's lost friend, apparently dead, killed by Kurt in the flashback. He said he was Kurt when he introduced himself. I'm still kind of vague on the reasoning behind Kurt's cycle, like why he does what he does. And even in that situation, like she bit him, and she was like running away, but he decided to shoot her for some reason. I'm not sure why. I think we're just missing some details there. But Kurt also knows about Dexter. Dexter, he keeps talking about being a father and stuff like that, but he's not doing the fathering. He's just kind of going around and protecting Harrison from all these outside dangers and then trying to put restrictions on Harrison. It's just not ideal, so Harrison has been going out and trying to find that in other people. Right, Kurt specifically. We also know for sure now that Harrison is dealing with memories of the situation with Trinity, and we did get a flashback with Arthur Mitchell there, but Dexter just seems to be missing all these opportunities to connect with Harrison. And I've already stated the reason multiple times that I think it is, but I'm not going to restate it because it's just getting old. He's saying it over and over, and I wish that they would actually do something about it and have Dexter talk to him, but I don't think we're going to get that. Anyway, let's roll.
On the hill, far away, stood an old rugged cross. The emblem.
Just had a flashback to El Camino.
Sharing the night together.
Dexter's dream. How it could have gone.
Oh, shit, man. Fucking killed him.
I feel like that was a American Psycho reference.
Hey, Paul.
Afternoon, Mr. Caldwell. Oh, I got your fishing game guy. Easy as pie. You handling his son?
My son?
Oof. Hey, he's lucky he kept that on him. Surprised he didn't search him, though. Maybe it would just be too small of a thing for him to really worry about. He's tracking blood now. We're almost to the bottom of the blood. It's gonna be an episode full of confrontation, huh?
I'm not at the truck stop. Right now I had to leave a little early because my dad came by. We had a huge fight.
Dad just doesn't let up, does he?
I mean, he didn't even do anything. That was the problem. Like, Dexter, his issue is a lack of action,
I'm gonna come and pick you up. I got a surprise for you.
The old bowling team.
I'm sure that Jim would love to hear from you. Look at how upset he got after his kid almost OD'd, nearly killed that drug dealer.
What are you talking about?
Logan trying to connect, just spilling the tea.
I really hate it when I'm the one who's bleeding.
High and tight. Probably should have grabbed a stick or something, though. I don't know if he wants to a full tourniquet or just to maybe slow the blood.
So, I was at the bar having a drink when that Jim dude or whatever his name is comes over to me all friendly and shit.
No, he didn't come over to him.
And look, okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but before he started pounding on me, he poked me in the neck with like a needle or some shit. I mean, look, I still got the fucking mark. Check it.
I mean, a drug addict. Checking him for needle marks, but yeah, it does match the story. He might not even be an addict, he might just be a dealer. Who knows?
I think the school's closed for, Christmas break.
Yeah, well, they haven't changed the lock since... Besides, what are they gonna do? Arrest me? Again?
Like, what does Harrison think is going on here? Is he not weirded out by this? He said he had like something to show him or something like that, but even that is vague and weird.
Could track me.
He's gonna pull like.
Oldest trick in the goddamn book.
Shit, this is great.
Yeah, right? Small towns love them some sport, huh?
Batting cage.
I mean, what else we gonna do, right? Okay.
It's gonna gamify maybe his death. I don't know.
You ever play? What, Jim never taught you?
No.
There wasn't much of an opportunity, but
I've coached Harrison's soccer team to a championship.
Summer camp. Perfect place for a serial killer to make his stand.
a classic place for sure.
Not afraid, are you?
No.
Good. Okay, just
Close.
relax. Keep your head.
Might not be keeping the eye on the ball,
all right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Still happening.
You know what? Let's try a curveball, see how you handle that. Okay.
Turn it back on.
Using his own mentality against him, huh? Maybe like back up. He just keeps hitting him in the side. Yeah, it keeps hitting him in the same place. Like, why doesn't he just like take a step back, readjust? Or is he just trying to get hit on purpose?
You are one tough fucking kid. So you ever had venison?
No, I never had it.
I mean, the whole time you've been here in Iron Lake, Jim hasn't cooked you up some venison?
Yeah, and he just keeps degrading Jim like that. But Jim doesn't hunt, you know?
You said you had all day. Well, I've got news for you. The night is mine.
Tonight's the night.
I mean, when I brought Miles and Jim into the station, Miles gave up Jasper quick. But we held Miles for 24 hours, and Jasper was dead in 10.
How long did you keep Jim in custody?
Yeah, she's on to him. But how much will she learn? That's the question.
Stupid motherfucker took a knife to a gunfight.
I mean, what else is he supposed to take?
Imagination.
Christ! Who the hell are you?
I'm Batman. Where does Kurt have my son?
Fuck you! Okay. I think Kurt's got him up at his cabin on Stern Road. Nothing personal.
I'm talking about my son. There's nothing more personal than that.
He had ketamine in his system too.
You are who you are. Find what gives you joy, and you do that thing.
Hurting people. Well, he got the message, but...
Fuck him.
Fuck him! Fuck him!
Attaboy.
Getting him drunk. Harrison. Hope he keeps his head on straight.
Sometimes a kid just ends up suffering for the choices of his father.
Sins the father, yeah.
Why did the dad that abandoned you for 10 years end up getting in a fight with you at my truck stop?
I just feel like I keep wanting something from him. That
I feel like it's just acknowledgement, you know?
I think I was also looking for,
Real connection with your dad.
I feel like he's always holding something back from me.
Yeah. So he can understand him, he just refuses to relate to him, you know?
If you were my son, I would never have walked out on you. Ever.
Man. Taking advantage of a kid in a rough spot. What Kurt does all the time, apparently. I don't think the girls are kids, though. They're just like young adults.
Just something I had to take care of. Okay, I'll be right back.
Who's the one abandoning who now?
Wish it could have worked out differently. I don't have a choice, son. Sins of the father. It's a fucked up world out there.
At least he's not the type to like just shoot him, you know? And Harrison, just one messed up situation after another.
Sorry, I don't know what I did. Please, Kurt. Please don't hurt me.
To have that like connection with him, or real or fake, whatever it was.
Oh, shit.
Harrison!
Bro, eyes on the target. What are you doing?
Where'd he go?
Come on, let's get out of here.
I get, Harrison is the most important thing there, but take care. He was so focused early in the season about taking care of the danger around Harrison, and now he wants to just not. Whatever.
Ketamine.
I'm 99. Wait, hold up. I need to pause that real quick. James Stokes' victims are captured and are unconscious. Ketamine. Serialkillercollective.com. I mean, both of these both of these options say ketamine, but that didn't have anything to do with Dexter. He used M99, of course. That's weird. I mean, MMPD. Is that Miami Metro Police Department? But it's a .com, so not a .gov, so I guess it's not really a credible source. I don't know, that's weird, because like both options say ketamine, no mention of M99, but I don't even know if there would be a mention of M99. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even remember if they brought that up when doing the investigation of the Bay Harbor Butcher. And I know Dexter destroyed the he destroyed the little tent that they have set up, so I don't know. That's weird.
There's so much I need to tell you. I should have way before it got to this.
Finally, man.
I was born in blood, just like you. But my dad taught me a code. A way to channel those urges.
Just got chills.
I'm gonna tell you everything.
I don't know why.
This is all I had to do. This is all I ever wanted.
Yeah, I get Dexter's doesn't have much.
Maybe this is all I ever wanted too.
He doesn't have much social intelligence, but like, come on, man. The fact that it took this whole situation to get this to happen is crazy. But yes, didn't keep eyes on target, didn't take Kurt out in that moment when he had him right there. Probably could have. He is wounded, and I mean, like, Harrison was there with him though, so Harrison probably could have helped him. Although Harrison probably wouldn't have. He probably would have been very like frozen in the moment, or maybe trying to get Dexter off Kurt. Even though Kurt, it would have been a very complicated emotional situation there. Still, I think Kurt could have been taken out there if Dexter just kept eyes on target and went after him, took him out. But he's in the win now. It's not a safe situation, I think. I don't know if Kurt would show his face again. Maybe he would. Maybe he has the confidence to do that, but he might go on the run or something like that. But there's also the complication now of Angela, who is on to Dexter, following these clues, tracing everything, and trying to figure everything out. Kurt, like, playing into those feelings of abandonment from Harrison, telling him that, he would never abandon him and stuff like that, and then flipping the switch and then coming in with a gun and telling him to run, If Dexter hadn't have shown up in that situation, that would have, like, damaged Harrison. If he had escaped, which I doubt, he probably would have gotten shot there, but cold-blooded, man, cold-blooded. But still, I feel like we need a little bit more on Kurt and his background and the reason he does what he does. I just feel like the whole father angle wasn't enough. We didn't get like enough exposition on that to really understand him. This situation was all really motivated by revenge, of course, but just the killings of the missing girls and stuff. Like, what was that all about? But I don't know. I think going to the cabin might be something of a mistake, just because it's out of the way and Kurt knows where it's at, and there wouldn't be any like witnesses, anything like that. So maybe going into the city or the town would be a better option. But with that knowledge that Angela has now, will she be willing to help? She'll probably be willing to help Harrison, but will she be trusting at all of Dexter? I don't know. Will she want to arrest him? Suspicion, right? Like, she has a suspicion that he's behind the death of at least one person, and the assault of another. So, well, she knows that he assaulted one person. But yeah, and then connecting him to the Bay Harbor Butcher. The whole like ketamine thing, I hope that that's not like the way that they're going to have Angela figure him out, you know? Because it's not a valid angle. I mean, she could have looked up tranquilizer, something like that. She could have done any number of things differently, or the writers could have actually done some different stuff as far as that goes. Like, why ketamine, you know? I think M99 is, of course it is special order, but like, it might not be that far off. They're kind of in the wilderness areas. There could be any number of like wildlife, stuff like that, and they are dealing with livestock, so having a tranquilizer of that strength might not be out of the question, but I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Finally going to be getting some truth, some honesty, some back and forth with Harrison and Dexter, thankfully. And at the end there, like, I could see a situation where Dexter took his eyes off of Kurt and Kurt shot both of them, right? So that's why I was like, you know, keep eyes on target, because, you know, as long as Kurt was still in the vicinity, there was still some semblance of danger, you know. But didn't happen. That's all for this one. If you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.